Hi everybody, I'm coming to you from Haines, Alaska. Behind me is Fort William H. Seward, and that's an appropriate name because in 1867, Secretary of State William Seward purchased Alaska from the Russian Empire for $7.2 million. By today's standard, that's probably closer to $130 million. But this amounts to one of the greatest land purchases, not just in American history, but in world history. And it made Alaska a resource for the United States to this day. During the time in 1867, a lot of people described this purchase as Seward's folly. They called Alaska Wall of Russia, like walruses. They called it a polar bear garden. I think, of course, we all remember it, though, as Seward's folly. But the reality is, there's never anything you can buy more valuable than land. And this land deal was really, in my opinion, second or third to only the Louisiana Purchase as one of the most important land deals in American history. William Seward wanted to buy this land for a couple of reasons. One of them was because of the abundant natural resources here, which to him really were furs. What he didn't realize was there was a wealth of gold here as well, not to mention oil. How much oil? Well, today Alaska gives us or retains billions of barrels of oil for us to use here in the United States. They had no idea that resource was there, but it was pretty incredible. But on top of that, there was very real fears in the 1860s that Great Britain, which was of course focused in Canada at British Columbia, might make a move on Alaska. That's one of the reasons the Russians wanted to sell it so badly. They believe the Russians, they believe the British may simply take Alaska from them. If they sold it to the Americans, they'd get something, and that something again was $7.2 million. So this was no folly. I mean, this was a major land acquisition that has turned out to be one of the best really ever. And what's really amazing about Haines is that, again, Seward bought it without realizing that there was an enormous supply of gold waiting for America in these hills. So the village you see behind me, Haines, Alaska, is really the gateway to the gold rush in many ways. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of gold miners in the 1890s came here to Haines, made their way through that city, over those mountains toward, of course, the famous Yukon, right, the Klondike. So pretty incredible place. I'll keep you guys updated as we go through here. These are just impromptu videos, but really awesome. All right, we'll see you next time.